Well, we made it back home safely after our long journey, and I noticed there is an unwelcome visitor here in the mob arena. Oh my gosh! Who at some point apparently had shot a skeleton or shot an arrow at me. Oh yes, he's knocking stuff off the wall of the. That's something I'd never considered before. He's knocking things off the wall of the achievements. That was very rude, Mr. Skeleton. Alright, so we had a bookshelf in the achievements, and we had a piece of iron as one of the achievements. I need to work on the achievements more this episode. In any case, we made it all the way back. We did a whole lot of traveling over the last 10 episodes to find all the biomes. My understanding is I found or walked through kind of all the major biomes at this point. There may be a various number of kind of like variations and kind of edges of different biomes, and I didn't necessarily call them all out on the screen, but I think I've seen the majority of the new stuff at this point. And so, since we did so much exploring to see it all, I thought it would be fun to see what that looks like on a map, and Minecraft maps just aren't big enough to kind of hold all that information, and so I used an external mapping program called Cartograph G, which shows the chunks of your world that you've explored, and so I'm just going to give you a quick walkthrough of our map in Cartograph G to see what Exploration and Tactics World looks like right now, so let me go switch to that. So this is the Exploration and Tactics World, and I can zoom in and zoom out to talk about different parts. Let's just kind of go chronologically, I guess. If I go up to the upper left-hand corner over here, the spawn point was somewhere around here, and you'll recall in the first few episodes, I did a couple little circles around just to explore and get a sense of what was nearby the spawn point, and so I did kind of a circle around this way, as well as a circle around this way. And one of the places that we discovered was the picturesque location that is the current location for our base. And you can see the base very well right here because of all the torches that are on the ground lighting it up, as well as the mountain that I look out to the west that I dug a hole through just to get a sense of what it would be like to try to cut a picture window in the mountain. And also, yeah, for reference, like the stronghold is, yeah, there's a few torches right up here. And so the stronghold is right below ground over there when I went searching for the stronghold. Oh, neat, in the roofed forest you can see like the big mushrooms over there. But that is all kind of in the upper left-hand portion of the map. And so you'll recall, after I did this tiny bit of searching and after we were a little bit established, I went on a long walkabout journey where basically we went 10,000 blocks to the east. And so that was basically the path of walking all the way across here, as well as doing lots of sailing. And we didn't find all that many new biomes on that journey, and so once I got 10,000 blocks to the east, I headed to the north for a couple of thousand blocks, and then kind of circled back around in order to cover some different area until we got to the ocean, in which case I tried to sail back. And at that point, I discovered that it was going to take forever to randomly explore the map, and so I started getting some hints, and one of the first hints that I had was if I wanted to find a mesa or dry biomes, I'd have to go about 8,000 or 9,000 blocks out and then south. And so basically we dug a tunnel through the Nether, and originally my Nether portal was supposed to come out around here, but we ran into that big open spot in the Nether, and so the Nether portal ended up coming up around, I don't know, just here or somewhere. And so basically when we first traveled to the south, I kind of was aiming a little bit farther to the east as we came down, and so we came down across this right edge, across the oceans, and finally managed to see this, which is the Mesa biome, which looks kind of funny in Cartograph G, I guess because they don't have kind of all the colors for the different colored clay or whatever, but that is the big mesa that we explored. And then when I decided I wanted to come back, since my Nether portal was a bit back further to the west, I kind of took a different tack through the ocean, and we got lucky and just happened to stumble on a mushroom island that's right here, that's actually really big. And so you can get a sense of that mushroom island that we did as we were going back to eventually get back to the portal, and then be able to go back through the Nether to get back home. But then I hadn't found many cold biomes, and so I got a hint that there was a cold biome that was around like 4,000 or whatever this is. And so I walked across the land and sailed across some ocean in order to get down this direction and found this cold biome. And we explored it all quite thoroughly, and I sailed around the outside because I was looking for new biomes and didn't really manage to find them, although I'm not sure if that's a cold taiga inside the rest of the ice plains and ice mountains. It's hard to tell sometimes from the top. I don't remember which biome that was, but it seems like it's explored chunks, and it was something we would have seen. But I didn't find all the new biomes yet, and so then I got the hint that basically if I headed 4,000 or 5,000 blocks to the west from there, I'd find another cold area. And so I traveled across the land and the sea. Here's one of the villages we found along the way. Very cool. And got over here and finally found a cold area. And so just started exploring it. And I'd been kind of sailing around the continent. We found the ice spikes, which look like this on the map over here. Here's where I put down the bed, and we were doing some experiments in kind of the ice spikes biome. And I started sailing around and then decided I was going to sail around the continent, around to the south. And somewhere over here, I was sailing around. Oh, yeah, you can see it down here. And I was sailing around over here, and we saw the skeleton in the ocean. And so I went down below the ocean and discovered that there was an air pocket below the ocean that the skeleton had spawned in, and I left a torch in there. Oh, neat. And you can see there's like some underwater caverns or something going on down there. I'm not sure what's up with that. And then as we were sailing here, I knew that I had a horse that was back here. And so I wanted to get back to him. And so I started sailing back this way, and then we saw the tall trees over here and discovered that this was the mega taiga. And so did a bit of discovering and exploring in the mega taiga. And yeah, finally after I explored a bit of that continent, then I went and sailed across the ocean and walked across the land in order to go back and find my horse, who I'd left, I think, on the beach right over here somewhere. Thought there was a torch there, but I don't see it now. Maybe I'm remembering the wrong spot. And then took the horse and rode the horse back to our base that's relatively close to the spawn point. So that, in a nutshell, I don't know how much of a nutshell that was, is the exploration and tactics world and all the places that we've explored to find all the biomes. Once again, for scale, near the top left is around 00, and at the right edge is about 10,000 blocks out. And so it's about 11,000 blocks left and right, and probably about 6,000 or 7,000 blocks tall, kind of like from the southernmost point to the northernmost point. And yeah, so we've done a lot of exploring, but it's fun. I really enjoy having tools like Cartograph G that allow you to make a map of the world and then just kind of see all the chunks that you've explored. So it is fun to look at the world like that. Let's go back to, I've got a number of things up on the scoreboard on the right-hand side of the screen. And biomes, like I never found a good way to keep score. Originally, I was thinking about making maps of all the biomes, and it turns out there's way too many biomes. And it also turns out that apparently there is an achievement related to finding all the biomes. I don't know if all the achievements light up. Adventuring time, I think that might be it. Maybe if we go into the end, like we would have a chance to get it. That involves stepping through all of the biomes. But I don't know that that achievement works. I've had a number of people say that that achievement is bugged out, and it's often been the case that when they add new achievements to the game, they don't work, because that's Minecraft for you. And so I don't know if that's going to work or not, but in any case, I don't think I'm going to do the biomes on the scoreboard like I originally planned. And so let me go ahead and remove that. There we go. So I've removed biomes from the scoreboard, but now I can focus on some of the other things we have on the scoreboard. Achievements we've already made a bit of progress on, and so basically all the achievements that we have, we've gotten 20 of them already. I've got them displayed up on the wall, and so I want to display all the achievements up there. I just put down some of the blocks we have for the CTM monument, but I want to make a proper monument so that we can get the CTM stuff going as well and get a sense of how we're doing there. Plants, I want to build a greenhouse. That's something that I want to do very soon. But let's take a look at if there's any other easy achievements that we can get, because I'm sure there's a few that we can probably still knock out quite easily. For example, wheat, sugar, milk, and eggs. Right, baking a cake is an achievement that would be easy to get. So let me see how easy or difficult it would be to round up the materials for that. In order to make a cake, I need eggs, and I still don't have a chicken farm. I'm not even sure that there's any chickens around. I've been killing lots of the chickens that I've seen in order to get some arrows to get things started, but never collected any eggs, and so I don't have a good way to start a farm. And so I'm going to do a little bit of quick adventuring to see if I can find some chickens that I can lure back to the base. Hello, chicken. Where are your friends? Did I kill them all? Let's take a look around and see if we can find them, shall we? Aha, here's another happy chicken. It only takes 2 to get a good thing going. And so let's see if this guy wants to follow me. And where was your friend? He was over here somewhere. Let's go find him again. Hello, chicken friend. Where did you go? Did you fall down in here? There you are. I see you. Do you see me? I've got some seeds. They're tasty and delicious. In fact, they're so tasty and delicious that you guys should eat them. Alright, and then with 3 chickens, if I can get them to follow me again, perhaps we can start walking back to the base. I didn't have to travel too far to find some chickens. And so, hopefully, this will be a project that we can succeed with. Hey, you, buddy, look at me. I got seeds. I never just had some, but I got more. And what's better than 1 seed? 2 seeds, that's right. I got 62 more seeds right over here. You guys follow me and you can eat them all. That's right, I promise. No killing, just breeding, laying eggs. It's going to be a good life. Okay, I successfully started a tiny little chicken farm over here, and I've already managed to gather 1 egg. Next thing I'm going to need is some milk, and I know just where to get that, because back through the Nether, back at my spawn point, I have a big cow farm. Oh, hello, cow who has escaped from the pen. I have a milk request, if you don't mind. Hooray! And you are stomping over all the plants. Look at you go! You're just breaking plants left and right. Crazy cow. The moment I stepped out into the Nether to head back home, the exit portal is over there. There's a ghast right over here who seems to be firing at me, so I thought this might be exciting. Yeah! Oops, let's go ahead and knock that back. Can I hit you? Oh, we're getting so much lag. It's the Nether. Oh, I don't think I have many arrows. I'm gonna like use up the last of my arrows too. That's another reason that I really need to start a chicken farm. I'm gonna need a lot of arrows if I want to take on the Ender Dragon. And oh, is he gonna be angry at me now? He's angry at me. Deflecting a gas fireball into an angry pigman, or sorry, into a zombie pigman, apparently makes the pigman angry at you. Is he gonna follow me into the portal? Is he gonna beat me here? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Is he gonna make it out? Can I ever go into the Nether again? I'm kind of worried about what happens there. Okay, I have slept in that bed. I guess I'm going to have to deal with that pigman at one time or another, so I guess while I'm thinking about it now is probably the best time to do so. Let me dump off some inventory real quick. I'll be right back. I've turned my render distance down to just 8 chunks in the hopes of when I go back in the Nether, we'll actually be able to render it quickly enough that I won't get as much lag, but I think there's going to be a pigman. Oh, yep, right here. Oh, crap, crap. He's like inside the portal. Oh, did he step through the portal? I guess he stepped through the portal. I don't know if he's the only angry one in the vicinity. There's probably still a ghast around here. I do want to heal back up. But if he's the only angry one, then I might be okay. Let's go ahead. Let's check. There's a pigman standing over here. Oh, there's a bunch of pigmen over here. I'm not sure if they're angry or not. Let's go walk near them and try to find out. Okay, I think these pigmen are friendly. So that's good. So maybe the only angry pigman is the one who already went back through the portal. And so now I can deal with him in the overworld where it won't be as scary. Maybe. Ouch, 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 ouch. Did he go back through? I didn't think they could go back through that quickly. I think he went back through. This is going to be a problem if I keep getting attacked by the same pigman each time I go in and out of the Nether portal. Let me try going back through once again. And I could get splash potions of healing, actually. Could be a good way to try to finish him off quickly and also heal me. Let's just take a shot with the sword. Oh, except for I didn't kill him. I shouldn't have killed him on this side because I might have just angered more pigmen. But at least he is dead. I'm alive. Alright, we're gonna hope that that was the problem solved, and perhaps next time we go back into the Nether we'll have another surprise. In any case, distracted. I believe I have all of the materials I need to bake a cake. Let's see if I remember the recipe, because I'm such a good cook. I believe we need 3 parts wheat, and 3 parts milk, and 2 parts sugar, and 1 part egg. Yes! Makes a cake! And I get the 3 buckets back, too. Achievement get, the lie! I've earned another achievement. And the cake, since it symbolizes the achievement on the achievements menu, I presume. Yes, the lie, symbolized by cake. Goes up on the achievements wall. Kazam! And we have added 1 to our achievement score. We're up to 21 achievements now. Just like that. And let's take a look. Are there any other easy achievements that I still haven't gotten? Let me look around the menu here. I've done that. I've done that. Fly a pig off of a cliff. Sniper duel. Kill a skeleton with an arrow from more than 50 meters. I have some feathers, which I could use to make some more arrows. Then we can try to get that achievement, because the other thing I need to do is actually go to the end. But in order to do so, I need some more ender pearls for ender crystals to open the end portal back over in the stronghold out that way. And so I think I am going to... Actually, let's see if we can rebreed any of the chickens. I went ahead and moved all of my seed stores over here. And I'm not sure if any of these guys... Oh yeah, a couple of them are ready to be bred again. Alright, that is terrific. So we'll breed some more chickens, which will hopefully get our chicken population up so we can eventually use them for feathers. But with all of the traveling that I did, I was just kind of killing chickens along the way, and so I believe I have, yes, plenty of feathers to go ahead and make some arrows now. So I'm going to make some arrows. Tonight, we will try to fight some endermen to get another ender pearl or 2 so that we'll be able to open the end portal in the stronghold, and we will try to fight skeletons from long range to see if we can get that sniper duel achievement. Alright, night will be falling shortly, so we'll try to kill some endermen as well as get the sniper duel. Hadn't thought about it. 50 blocks. Let's see, how many blocks is this? We've already gotten like 20 some odd achievements, and so that's kind of about halfway there already. 50 blocks is actually a really long distance. Try to shoot a skeleton from? That would be like seeing a skeleton like over on the other end of the lit up area and like shooting him from there. That'll be hard to do, actually. Not sure how easy that achievement's going to be to get. I wonder if it'll be easier to, like, see him from, like, a mountaintop and, like, be shooting down. Could be something to think about. Alright, in any case, I'll make some cuts as I try to fight some bad guys here at night. Okay, just to get a sense, I've made some more arrows. This skeleton is really far away. Can I even hit him from here? Yes, okay, I got an arrow in him. Can I hit him again? Oh, he's moving, he's moving. Quit moving, skeleton. I'm trying to hit you. Yes! Sniper duel! Awesome! That was actually fun. I'm glad they have an achievement for that. I spent a bunch of extra arrows trying to fire at him, and I only just made about 40. Which is all the arrows I have to my name, and so I want to walk over here and try to pick up some of the extra arrows that I missed. Here we go. Arrow, 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 arrow. Terrific. Great. And the arrow that he dropped as well. And there's another skeleton over here who might drop an arrow as well. Maybe? What you think? Got an arrow for me, skeleton? Couldn't tell. Got other bad guys we need to fight. Ooh, I never lit up the area of the chicken pen. That could be a little bit dangerous. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, I thought I could get away without getting a hit from the spider. Oh well. Let's add a little bit of light over here so that we don't end up with monsters inside the chicken pen, at least. Because it'll be really annoying if a creeper spawns in there at night, and then I come back the next day to try to go after the chickens, and there's a creeper inside the chicken pen. But while we're here and thinking about it, here's some more eggs that I might as well go and throw in the chicken pen. See if we get any more chickens. No such luck. Or should I say, no such cluck. Eh? Eh? Oh, dear. Alright, I see an Enderman. Let's see if he's going to give us a pearl. Man, oh, did he just despawn? Alright, I see an Enderman way over here. Not in a particularly convenient location. Did he see me? Yes, I think he saw me. Are you teleporting? Can you find a place to teleport? Is there too much water between you and me? He looks like he's still looking at me angrily. But I'm not sure if he can't find... if he's trying to, like, teleport in this direction and, like, there's not any solid land to teleport on. Not sure what's going on with him. Or if he's not actually angry at me, or if he's frozen because he's more than 32 blocks away. And did he just despawn? Man. Well, that was a miserable night for Enderman hunting. They all despawned before I had a chance to get them. Oh, I did get another bow from a skeleton drop. But I did have one good thing happen, which is we got the sniper duel achievement, which was a lot of fun. I actually kind of wish they could... there was a way to, like, reset the achievements so you could get the same achievements over and over again, because that would be fun to try to go and get again. I guess I can just, you know, practice aiming at... oh! You were trying to blend in over there, weren't you, Mr. Creeper? I see what you're up to. It's not going to work, though. I'm ready. I'm keeping my eyes open. It was actually, yeah, a lot of fun getting that achievement, and so I think I would have fun, especially as I have better arrow supplies. Just trying to kill skeletons at range and kill other mobs at range. But we will go ahead and put that on the achievement wall as well, and increase our achievement score up to 22. Just like so. And yeah, we're making lots of progress with the achievements. I think the next one that we might get is the end, assuming I can actually get a few more ender pearls so that we can go to the stronghold and open up the end portal. But I think that's where I'll end things for today. Obviously, we want to get to the end is one of the things I want to do. Another thing I want to do, I've collected lots and lots of different types of plants. I said I was going to build a greenhouse, and so I would like to build a greenhouse to store the plants. I have to figure out exactly where I want to put it out here. Might look pretty kind of like in front of the mountain somewhere over here. I'm not sure. That's where I fight a lot of bad guys when I'm trying to kill guys at night. But we could always do that in lots of other places. And yeah, so I think those are the two main things I want to do over the next few episodes, are go to the end and kill the Ender Dragon, as well as build a greenhouse to store all of our plants and start actually keeping count of how many plants we have and see if there's plants that we haven't yet accumulated here in this world. And so those are things we look forward to next time. As always, I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Minecraft. Bye-bye.